Hey guys, thank you for watching my my forehead is shiny. My video tour of my room. Yeah, I am still in no, I am in Georgia now. I'm on in the morning. I will be leaving here and I will be going to Atlanta, Georgia. I have never been to Atlanta, Georgia, just like I've never been to this place, whatever, Georgia. And I've never been to Madison or Lee, so um I don't think I've been. I think I've been to Madison. I don't remember. 32 years ago, I was in Florida. That's when um, I met my oldest son's father. So he's 32 years old. That's how long it's been since I've been here. So I finally got some good food. Uh, I don't really eat a lot out of the restaurants because I don't have restaurant money to eat a lot at the restaurant. So usually, if I'm on a truck, I'm cooking on a truck. I have my eggs, my bread, and that's what I eat. So and my grits. You know what's great? Those buttered grits. Even though that's not real butter, those buttered grits in the packages, they taste really good. I bought some cheese grits. They were on clearance at Walmart for like 2.22 for it was crazy. 2.22 the price, and it was 2 in the pack. It was an extra 2 in the pack. It was supposed to be 20. So yeah, that's how I went. So but I left it at home by mistake. I left all my grits at home, all my oatmeal at home. So I had to end up buying me some grits at Walmart since I've been out here on the truck training. But today I actually have some good food for $6. Can you believe this? I am eating for some real food for $6. Check it out. I have cornbread, mashed potatoes, cabbage, and fried fish. I don't know what kind of fish they're. Kind of dry, but not bad. Got hot sauce on it. But I have an actual whole meal for $6. Let me taste the cabbage. It looks kind of pale. Oh, but it's good. I'm gonna taste the mashed potato and gravy. Pretty good, man. First real meal in a long time. I know you can get, food like that at different places, but it just costs so much. You're gonna pay like $8 to $10 for a plate of food, which I'm cheap. You pay $8 to $10 for a plate of food. Until I start making that kind of money to play that kind of money for a plate of food. Right now, I'm not making that, so I really have to watch what I eat, what I buy, because I got I got ramen noodles, I got canned goods, in my bag that I can eat. So those are things, but all I do is put in the microwave, heat up. And got me a little 99-cent drink. I don't know what it is, but it's good. So, I'm going to be full tonight. Sorry, the camera's moving everywhere. Let me see. It's 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Okay, guys. I have, yes, already been through my first trainer. But the first trainer really she didn't really get to train me. She just said she didn't feel comfortable with her dog. I'm like, wow. So that hurt my feelings. Like, what did I do to the dog? Didn't even touch the dog. And the second was 22 years old, and he just kept throwing hissy fits. This guy actually threw down. He had a helmet on to go and do something in the recycling center, so he had to have a helmet on. This guy, because I pulled out to back up, actually, just once I did this, he threw down his helmet and started flailing his arms and jumping up and down like a little kid. You know how kids throw a temper tantrum? He actually did that. I'm like, okay, I don't feel right with this guy training me. And he knew nothing about safety driving or training. All he knew, he had memorized north, east, and west, and what 100, that this is an even number, this is an odd number this way, and this is an even number. That's all he knew. And he kept repeating that like every day. And I wasn't with him but like 2 days, but he would repeat it and repeat it again and repeat it again. But he knew nothing about the safety of really driving the truck. Or hand positions. He didn't do any of that. He didn't teach any of that. I just, it was a nightmare. I'm like, how he's only been driving maybe what 4 years or 2 or 4 years himself. He's 22, and he doesn't even know the rules of the road yet. And he drives a big truck. And the whole time he was driving, I got sick the first day. I was so glad I got to drive the second day, because I got so sick the first day because the truck was just the whole time he was driving. He just how you drive, wobbling the wall, wobbling the wall. I didn't say anything. I just sat there and was sick. Um, and while I was driving the next day, he had the nerve to say, I think you just swerved. And I'm looking at him like, dude, I want to say so bad, but I had to keep my mouth shut. I'm still working on that, guys. Keep my mouth shut. Dude, you swerved the whole time you were driving. Choo, 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 choo. Like you were drunk. Then he constantly says, I hate driving. I hate driving the truck. You know why I hate driving the truck? I'm like, why you hate driving the truck? Because I fall asleep all the time. Why would you tell somebody that that's sitting on the other side that you fall asleep all the time? Okay, keep that to yourself. So it was just really nerve-wracking. And then he called his trainer on the phone, and his trainer got on the phone with me and was just saying he's learning, give him a chance. And I'm like, okay. And and he apologized for, he said he had this army brain, and he didn't mean to argue and fuss at me because he's just from the army and that's just what they do. And I'm like, okay. And he curses. I'm 52 years old. Have some kind of respect around your elders. The constant cursing, and then you act like you all into church, but you're cursing all the time. That does not work with me. So I'm like, I just wish they had some kind of hotline so people can get together and match up as training. No, you couldn't be perfect match, but at least, if you're going to, at least match up a little bit. I don't think you should put a 22-year-old military young man to train a 52-year-old non-military woman. It just doesn't work that way. And you also need to know that person's background, that person's experience in order to train them. If they've never, ever, ever, ever driven any kind of large vehicle ever in their life, then it's different. You have to train them differently. But if this person has driven a large vehicle before, you train them differently because you find out their background and what you need to teach them and see what their mistakes are, instead of trying to say, do you know, this is what the guy asked me, do you know if 91 is an even number or an odd number? Yeah, there are maybe people out there that don't know, but if you know my background, you know that I know the difference between an odd number and an even number. But it's just little things. But I'm so glad to have enough about that. Hopefully my truck adventures are going to get better. I got a trainer starting Monday, and hopefully this is an adult, and he's just came out of training class, so I'm hoping that everything turns out right. I like a person who's about their training, but not petty. This young guy was petty. Something that was supposed to have been over with the day before, the next day he brought it up and just kept pushing the issue. Instead of saying something once, he just said it over and over again. You understand now? You understand now? Don't come out the hole now. Just kept saying it over and over. I had to walk away. So I'm hoping that I get an adult, not a temper tantrum, petty young man. And that's what I'm hoping I don't get. So I'm going to eat my good food. Let you look at it one more time before it gets cold. And I will talk to you guys later. Keep doing it because Angie's doing it. Bye-bye.